All right. I think we're good. All right. So,
Okay.
welcome back, guys, to the Power Half Hour. This is episode 142. Today, we have a major rock star from Washington, the state of Washington, in Seattle. The number one agent of eXp Realty all over the U.S., Ms. Helena Chen. Welcome, and thank you for being here.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, John.
Thank you. Thank you. You know, I was so bummed last time when we had the panel. We didn't get to record it, but I want to capture our interview today. And we just want to find out how you're able to do what you do. But first and foremost, tell us who you are and where you come from and, you know, what you do.
Okay, great. So I am Helena Chen. So I'm based in Washington. Actually, so I moved to America from 2015. And then I started my business as a sole agent from 2017.
2017. So
Yeah,
you were, I think, number one from at the previous company as well. And that was a
yeah,
local
John L.
company.
Scott.
John L. Scott, yeah. And now you're at EXP and, you know, producing as a solo agent, guys, over $100 million in 2024 and only starting her career from 2017. That's only
Yeah,
7 years going
2017.
on 8 years. Like, how are you able to do all this as a solo agent?
So for me, I find that the most important thing is being authentic.
Authentic, okay, okay.
Yeah,
Just
just
being
being who you
yourself.
are.
Yeah. Okay. So did you learn sales skills to be able to do what you do, or you just be authentic? Like, say
Yeah,
more about
okay.
that.
That's a very great question. So when I joined the first year, back to 2017, so I think I did 20 something transactions. I got some like big award from John L. Scott by end of the year. And then so I was very curious about myself. So I was wondering, so how I can do the business just naturally,
Hmm.
so without a connection, without selling skills. So I never do sales before. So because of that, so I started joined the McFerry system.
Right. Okay. And you learn
Yeah,
properly how to sell. So after, okay, wait, 26 transactions as a new agent coming from China only 2 years prior, guys. This is incredible, first and foremost. Those 26 transactions, where did they come from?
okay, very good question. So when I joined the American first year, I'm really curious about the American system, like how to do grocery, and then even how to use a checkbook. Because I came from England, so we don't use a checkbook.
Oh, no checkbook. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I spent like a few months to understanding how to live in America. Uh, so I'm very, you can say I'm a very friendly person. So always I smiling to people. This is my nature.
Mm.
So people always like engage in conversation with me.
Mm.
So one day I realized every morning I always go to coffee shop. So I started engaging in the conversation about the housing information with the Starbucks employee.
Yeah.
And one day, so the lady tell me, and her husband is a WeWork VP. Yeah, so this is how the conversation started from there.
That, from a Starbucks a barista that
Yeah,
and then they just happen to know a couple that were VPs of WeWork. And then so how did that he gave you a referral, a connection, or an introduction?
it's her husband.
Oh, it's her husband. So, oh my
Yeah,
gosh. So the person that worked at Starbucks, her
yeah,
husband was the VP of WeWork. And
yeah,
then did they buy a house or sell a house with you?
yeah. So they started asking me about how to invest and then how to buying, how to selling, which is give me, some practicing.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I have to start looking the local market about how many days they need to get sold and how much they get sold, like this is selling ratios. So it's a really good starting case. Give me example. I started learning the market quicker. So because of that case, so I started engaging conversation more seriously,
Yeah.
more often with people.
Right.
And there's a bank across my office, is a Chase Bank.
Yeah.
So every time I go there, I just end up the conversation talking about the properties. And then later, so I connected their branch manager. So we go to work out together. And then so we talk about the housing market,
Wow.
talking about the referrals. This is how the conversation started naturally from the first year.
So literally 26 transactions, basically all coming from just living life, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, and engaging in conversations. Most people don't have the courage to talk to strangers. Are you a natural at being able to talk to people? And you didn't even speak English, did you? Oh, wait a minute, you came from England.
We came from England.
Okay.
There's a by that time my accent very very strong.
Okay.
I know right now still strong, but at the time is even
Really
stronger.
strong. Wow.
Yeah.
But you don't. So a lot of agents that are Asian descent, who have only come recently, they want to get into real estate, but they have this thing in their mind that, hey, I can't work with everybody. I can only work with people who speak Mandarin because I have an accent. What do you say to those agents? Because most of your clients are not Chinese.
Yeah. So I need to make sure. So firstly, I need to tell my clients. So English is not my first language. But if they don't understand my language, but as long as they understand my logic, that's okay.
If you don't understand my language, but you understand my logic, then it's okay. Guys.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because deliberately I use some very simple word.
Yeah.
So I can pronounce well.
Yeah.
And also I use the gesture. So my clients said that yes, we understand what you're talking about by your gesture and the body language.
Wow. So how did you get people to trust you when you're a brand new agent in Seattle, Washington? Barely just came to America 2 years prior. How do they trust you with their real estate matters at that price point? I mean, these are $1 million homes.
That's very important. So I tell everybody the truth from the beginning. So from the first year, I tell them. So I'm very new to America. But I got my master's degree. I'm a very quick learner.
Yeah.
I don't have so much experience. It doesn't really mean I don't have so much knowledge. I can learn. If I don't know today, I will find out. I will know tomorrow.
Wow.
So people trust it immediately.
That's amazing.
Because I tell people what I know, what I don't know.
Wow. That's authenticity right there.
Yeah.
And guys, don't pretend that you know something. Tell people what you don't know and tell people what you know, and they'll respect you for it. And I'm a quick learner. I got my master's degree, and you might not understand my language, but you understand my logic. So are we good to go? Right? So
Yeah.
So 26 transactions in your first year, phenomenal, and already top 1%. In the next few years, you were able to, as a solo agent, earn $2 million. Why are you so relentless in your goal achieving? Like, what's driving you?
Okay. It's a very important question and a very connected question.
Yes.
So for the first year, when I finished my the year one, so I don't really feel I down so much. Why? Because I didn't learn something. It's just natural, right? So I started joining market value system. I started learning the prospecting, how to timing, the time management.
Yeah, time management, prospecting.
Yeah, all of these skills. So I really started putting the effort in. And then I started practicing, and then I started to see the skills. So the only thing pushed me for the second year, which is a year one with Mark Ferry, I become this millionaire agent.
Yes.
The big difference is I changed my market.
Okay.
Because the year one, my market average price by that time was 850. So I'm calculating the number because I say, okay, if I need to finish $1 million income, I need to sell, so much volume. But by that time, my son is only 1 year old. So I need to do everything for my son, for my daughter. My daughter was like in the kindergarten. So I need to do lots of school run. So I'm thinking, so every week, every month, I only have 13 hours. The only thing making me achieve that amount of money is working on different price range.
So did you move your location then?
Not that year, not
Okay.
2018,
Oh,
year after.
okay.
Because I only can get a loan after 2 years in America.
Oh, you haven't bought a
Yeah.
house for yourself yet. Wow.
Yeah. So 2018, which is my second year.
Yeah.
So I got my $1 million in the pocket.
Amazing.
So I qualified for the loan,
Yeah.
and then I moved to the Central Bellevue.
Central Bellevue. I know Bellevue is like a higher end price point area in Seattle, Washington.
Yeah.
So you moved markets, and that's how you were able to achieve the $1 million goal, the GCI.
Yeah.
So how many homes did you sell to get to $1 million?
So by that time, I can't remember exactly. I think it's something around the 40.
40 transactions, so 25 grand per deal. So that's
Yeah.
got to be like 2.5%. That's $1 million average.
Yeah.
Let's just say. Okay, wow.
Yeah, that's right.
Gosh, I mean, most people will have not the courage or the mindset to just say, hey, you know what? I'm going to move over there and I'm going to do higher price point. You didn't wait. You just went for it. How are you able to do that? Just like, oh, if I put my mind to something, I'm just going to do it.
Yeah, so very simple. Because I need to do lots of school activities. So I need to pick up the case, drop to the tennis. I need to wait. And after the tennis, maybe my daughter go to ballet. I need to pick up my daughter to the ballet. But I observe the people around me. So they are all the Bellevue people.
Yes.
So which I telling myself, so this could be my clients or my indirect clients.
That's right.
So I need to engage a conversation. So every time, so I don't sit in my car, I carry my son and wait next to the classroom. So when the parents drop or pick up, right? So there's a chance I can engage a conversation.
Wow.
Yeah. So all the conversation started from there.
My goodness. Again, it's all living life and being to and from your son's activities. You were actually able to build these relationships and simply engaging in conversation with people.
Yeah.
But these are all very intentional moves, guys. Remember, Starbucks was very intentional move, engaging in conversation. And from there, she gained her first client, the VP at WeWork. And from there, she practiced her market knowledge. Okay. And just by doing that, she was able to sell 26 homes just by engaging in conversation and studying the market. And she took it seriously in her second year, joining coaching, which got her to $1 million in GCI by moving to an area that's higher price point, and B, again, engaging in conversation, and C, learning prospecting and time management.
Correct.
Helena, is it just as simple as that?
It's not simple.
Okay.
It's not. It's simple.
It's simple.
It's not easy.
It's not easy.
So just like you work out every morning, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not easy. You can do this every single day, especially after the holidays.
Right. Right.
Yeah. So you need to rebuild your momentum. and you need to wait and let your habit reform again. Because normally it take me like 2 weeks to get my habit into a certain level I want to be.
Only 2 weeks. Wow. Okay, I would say you are superhuman because nobody does what you do. And like I would say that you are somebody who puts their mind to something, and if you want something, you're gonna get it, which comes back to being unstoppable. What how are you so unstoppable? Do you get stopped? First of all, do you get stopped sometimes?
Yes, last year I got stopped many times.
Oh, okay. Say more about that.
2024.
Like what?
So let me finish your first question
Sure,
first.
sure. Yeah.
How to try to be more motivated, not unstoppable. I think unstoppable for me is a very strong word for me because I'm not that kind of person yet. But I have a goal. So goal is very important to me. So every year I tell myself, no matter what happens, you have to make a certain amount of money to pay your living expense.
Yep.
Because I love my children so much. Every parents love their children.
Of course.
But for me, I do everything for my children. So I want to give them best education, best life quality, best traveling, best first class, everything best. Why? Because my parents give me this.
Oh.
So that's why I'm thinking I have the skills. I'm not stupid. The only thing I need to improve is work harder and work smarter. So that's why I keep asking myself, you can work harder because my father is a very hardworking person. So I got this gene. Another thing, I just need to learn how to work smarter.
Okay.
Which is learning from these pros, like John, you are one of them.
Thank you.
So I'm very addicted with good people.
Awesome.
So this is the main things encourage me to set up a good goal, the higher goal. So I can find a better person to learn from, to change myself. And then the goal, obviously there's a minimum goal, and every day, every year I have to say I have slightly to go. The minimum goal, and then the ideal goal.
Oh.
The minimum goal is the goal I must hit. Otherwise, I'm going to lower my life standard quality.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is my a bottom line.
Like if you don't hit this, there's a lot of pain, and then there's the pleasure goal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Like last year, I finished 100 million. It's my ideal goal. It's my dream goal.
Yes.
Why? Because last year there's a loss of life ups downs. Yeah.
What happened?
So there's a lot of things happen. So
Okay.
It's very private.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's why I'm thinking, I'm keep telling myself, I say, if you can do this year, you must be proud of yourself so much. Yes, I'm very proud of myself last year.
Well, we're very, very proud of you, and and it's no surprise like how intense you are and how much of a goal, not only a goal setter but a goal achiever you are. That you're able to become like the #1 agent in your first year at eXp Realty. So kudos to you. And that's why I wanted to do this interview today, to have everybody learn from you just how unstoppable you are. If we could just, and this is my way of hanging out with you, because you're the average of the 5 people that you hang out with the most, and I want to hang out with you. Yeah.
I want to hang out with you. You are the person I want to hang out all the time.
Thank you. So Helena, going into 2025 now, what's the goal for you?
Yeah, so 25 is very simple. So I want to be more exposure on the social media.
Okay.
So add another 50% production.
50% production, so 150 million.
Yeah.
Amazing. So I always ask this to the agents that we talk to. What's that going to do for you? 150 million.
So it's just to show me the power, for the unlimited. So the goal for me is mainly try to prove myself. You can do it.
Wow.
Yeah, this is the meaning of the goal for myself. Just to prove myself to myself.
Amazing. So you don't engage in looking at other people and feeling jealousy, comparison, and all that.
This is disease.
Oh gosh. Okay. Say more about that because we all tend to do that. You don't.
I've been there.
Oh, you've been there.
Yeah. So for the
Okay.
first few years, I've been there. So I compare myself with. There's another agent. I even can't remember. So always I try to also okay, I can be better than him. I can sell more than him. But it's different personality, different business model, different commission structure.
That's right.
So one day I'm asking myself, why should I compare something is not relevant?
Yeah.
And then later I find that the best person I should compare is myself, is my last year, my last month, my last week.
I love that. So finally, most people aren't even aware that they're comparing themselves with other people. You became aware of that, and you're like, no, that's a disease. I'm gonna try
Yeah.
to avoid that, and as long as I'm better than myself yesterday, that's all that matters. So you keep pushing
Yeah.
yourself to become a better you, and this year is a 50% better you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, that is amazing. I want to touch on this one topic, which is coming to my mind. Were you guys affected by the NAR settlement in Seattle, Washington? No? Okay.
Nothing. Even better.
Oh, even better. Say more about that.
Yeah.
How?
Okay. And so I checked every boss record this year. All of the top Washington agent, like a top 20, they sell more than last year, even year before.
Whoa. What?
Why? I think because this is not settlement. Most of the agents are getting scared. Everything comes from the mindset.
Oh.
So most of the agents, they think they are getting less commission.
Wow.
And then so the market is getting tough. The economic getting worse. Interest rate are getting higher. So they can tell them this bad story on all the time.
Yes.
It's an AAR is just one of another story. So that's why when I check every boss record this year for the top of Washington, and I think everybody sell more than before.
So, which means I think then the top of the top, the cream of the crop, are doing more transactions, while the people
Yeah.
who are doing maybe one or two transactions, those people are gone.
Yeah,
And then
disappeared.
the top agents are getting more. So you certainly
Wow.
did more as well, which is
Yeah.
avoiding the story that's out there, but strengthening what's up here, the 12 inches in between your ears. So how strong, how do you work on your mindset on a daily basis? Because I think that
So-
mindset is important, obviously.
Yeah, mindset is very important. So I always listen on myself. I do lots of personal improvement work. So just listen your thought, listen your voice, inner voice. I give you a very good example. So this morning I woke up with some symptom of sickness. And then I tell myself, I say, oh, so today you're going to be sick. And then immediately I'm thinking, no, I'm not sick at all. No, don't tell me that. Yeah, you just need to pay attention
Yeah.
on what your brain tells you, because they always tell you negative things very often if you pay attention.
Wow.
So how to fight with it? I just listen podcast.
Listen to podcasts. Okay, good.
Yeah.
So really
Yeah.
inundating your brain with positive stuff so then the bad stuff can just get out of your brain.
Yeah.
So really replacing negative thoughts with positive thoughts. How are you so aware of it? Because most people are just spiral down into their own thoughts, talking to themselves negatively. How do you become aware of your negative thoughts?
It's like another habit, like you work out. It's a habit.
Okay.
You just need to start it from some point. Because when you start to pay attention on your thought, you didn't really realize that from beginning. But for example, one day in the morning, especially in the morning, when the quiet time,
Yeah.
you get up early, and then you just feel how you feel. started from there.
Okay, so
Yeah.
feeling how you feel, Mike Ferry always says this, like you won't be able to control your first thought in your head.
Yeah.
But
No.
Helena took this to heart that you control your second thought.
Yeah.
So whatever pops up, you're like, oh, wait a minute, I'm getting a little bit sick. I'm getting sick today. No, wait. I'm not getting sick. I'm feeling alive and well. So it's the awareness, guys, of controlling your second thought. But the
Correct.
awareness is the key. So, wow. Again, I mean, I'm just so impressed and so proud of what you've been able to do. And thank you for inspiring us all. Is there anything that you want to share with the audience here that can really help agents, who are struggling to succeed this year?
Okay. So I think I keep telling everybody, because this works for me, be yourself is more important than anything else.
I love it.
Because the clients, they also smart. They can tell.
Ah.
Yeah.
Yes, guys. Authenticity is the key. And we see that with you. You're totally yourself. You're free, unleashed, and always self-expressed. And, I just am a huge fan of you. Thank you for inspiring us today. Helena, if people wanted to join your organization or learn from you how to become unstoppable like you, how would they find you?
Find me on the Facebook first.
Okay, Facebook. We're right here on Facebook Live, and you can add her as a friend. Or do you have Instagram, LinkedIn, anything like that yet?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
This is my another improvement for this year.
Okay, we'll get you there. We'll get you there. So right here on Facebook, connect with Helena. Helena, thank you for being on the show today. And once again, congratulations on your big production, your success overall, so many years in a row. And congrats on being #1 here at EXP.
Thank you, John.
So grateful to be in partnership with you. Thank you.
Thank you.